Good evening and good morning and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Shauna. Let's get into it. So, hi guys. How are you guys doing? I hope all is well. I'm sorry for any noises in the background. I might be doing some shuffling around. I'm not sitting down at this moment. But I did want to let you guys know, if you didn't already know, if you were already cognizant of it, we have stepped into a new portal on the 11th. So what that means is we had some, in a nutshell, we had some planetary shifts. Some planets moved around and it created a portal, a universal portal for us to make manifestations. Hopefully, your heart is in the right place when you manifest whatever it is you're going to manifest. Ideally, you would have wanted to set your intentions on the 11th at 11, whether it be AM, PM at 11 or 11:11 or 11:22 or 11:33, whether it be in the AM or the PM. So yeah, that's that. Now, with this portal, I'm assuming, like I said, that a lot of people are vibrating in a high enough energy when you make this manifestation. I don't do magic. I don't deal with candles. I don't set up altars. If I do set up an altar, it would be for my ancestors. It would not be for any other purpose. It would be for me to communicate with my ancestors, but I don't do any other type of works or crafts or whatever you want to call it. I don't deal with that type of stuff. But a lot of people who do have altars and they practice magic or whatever it is that they do, they would definitely be up at 11 p.m. the night prior. So when the moon is moving around, so at 12 at night on the 11th, ideally 12 and 3 a.m., people will start doing whatever it is they're going to be doing. So right now, I just wanted to, like I said, come on and just remind people, to start placing their intentions, setting their intentions, really working on their heart space, the heart chakra, the throat, and the crown chakra. If you have any traumatic experiences, more than likely at a time like this, your root chakra would be blocked. So that's something you would probably want to work on before you try to move on to the heart, the throat, and the crown. When you start to set your intentions, you could scribe. For me, I noticed that for me, it's definitely tongue. You speak things, you can speak things into existence. So you have to really be careful, especially at a time like this. Times like these, it's very important to be careful of the things that you say, because you can manifest things unintentionally, especially if you're saying it in a particular intention. So I would be careful, of saying certain things, because this is a time where the universe is open up. And sometimes, if you're not practicing and praying and fasting, and the ancestors are not writing you enough, the universe doesn't know. It's just taking this information in, whatever it is that you're saying, and it's creating for you. So you have to really be careful of the things that you say at a time like this, because the portal is still open and it's fresh. So it's deep. When you want to start setting your intentions, and like I said, making sure that your heart chakra is in the right vibration when you set the intention, because the portal is still freshly open right now. You can literally manifest anything that you want. For me, I don't like to manifest money. I'm not into manifestations. I feel like it's robbing the universe when you do that, because it's something you could work for and you could definitely get when you need, especially if you are not a greedy person. I like to manifest things that are not tangible, I would say, like just certain things that are not tangible I like to manifest. So, and that does definitely include me not wanting to manifest money for multiple reasons. Obviously, if it's supposed to be the root of all evil, that's not something that I will focus on. But another way to manifest at a time like this, with the portal still being open, is to scribe. A lot of people write. So if you want to write something down, if you want to manifest something, especially if you were to set your intentions at 11 on the 11th, whether it be 11:11, 11:22, or 11:33, when you start scribing, when you write, you will want to start it at that particular time, whether it be AM or PM. And you definitely will want to be in a space that's clean, where you're comfortable. It's not a lot of distractions. You could be at ease. When you're writing, you have the ability to really get out whatever it is that's on your heart at that moment without interruption, without disruption. So that's another thing. Also, with the portal being open, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything, because I don't know when the portal closes. So that's another thing about this portal, because we have worked up our way for the past 3 weeks. We've worked our way up into, it was like an empty gap 3 weeks ago, and then when the 11th came, that's when the portal opened. So that empty gap was kind of like a trap because of the moon, because of the cycle of the moon. So with that being said, whatever it is you were doing at that time, you could get trapped in that energy. So that was the time to kind of start, getting rid of things that no longer serve you, starting to prepare your mind, your body, your spirit, your heart for whatever it is that you want to be moving into, whether it's something physical or whether it's something internal. You will want to start working towards doing those things within that 3-week period leading up until the 11th. Once the 11th came, that's when the portal opened. So now with this portal being open, like I said, even your vibration, you have to really work on having your vibration open high enough. You have to be operating at a high enough vibration, because this portal is serious. And the fact that we're in the year 2022, that's what's making it stronger, because the year that we're in, this is a master year. So yeah, your energy has to be at a certain level. You might be tired because we just entered a new portal. So if you feel like tired, or like your skin is itchy, or you just really probably don't really feel like being bothered. A lot of people have different ascension symptoms. I've become used to it. Sometimes I sleep through it, so I won't really get affected like that. But sometimes I stay awake, so I can have an active conscience at the time when the portal is open, so I could be actively working on whatever it is my manifestation is. If I don't write it down, I'm speaking. So like for me, tongue and scribe is the two ways that like I can manifest easily. A lot of people have their own techniques and what they do to manifest. Some people pray, some people fast. So, if that's something you feel might be easier for you or safer. And when I say safer, I mean as in people trying to steal your energy and manifest off of your energy, or the spirit realm watching. You have different entities who may be monitoring you in the spirit, so it may be a little harder for you to manifest, or you have to be a little bit more careful of how you manifest. That's cool too. I use water. If you're not tapped in, then you wouldn't really know how to use the water, but I also use water to manifest. That's not really harmful because it's a natural element. So I play with water. I'll deal with the water, but anything else, I'm not like setting up altars or like taking nobody's clothes or using blood or graveyard dirt. Like I'm not doing none of that crazy stuff. I don't know how to do that. So a lot of people use those things to manifest at that time. So that's why I'm bringing it up. So again, you have to just really be conscious at this time. The main thing is vibrating high, having a high vibration. a pure heart, a pure conscience, and a clean tongue. Like, that's it. If you can maintain that, you should really be fine at a time like this. I'm assuming that when the new moon comes, it's going to be probably closing. I don't know. I will have to look into it because I don't necessarily know like the cycles of the moon like that. But I'm assuming that the portal is going to be closing around that time, whether it be before, during, or after. I don't know. You know, you guys could use your time if you're that interested in knowing to look into it. I'll probably do a segment about the cycles later, but I don't really want to come up here and talk about something without having the proper information or knowing what I'm talking about. I don't feel comfortable talking about phases and cycles because I don't know much about it. I've been learning about the portals for a few years now, so that's something I could talk about a little bit. Of course, it goes hand in hand with the cycles. That's the whole point. But I don't know the names and the times, and you know, obviously we know where the sun is right now, right? We're in Scorpio season, so the sun is in Scorpio. Like, you know, some things that are just flat out obvious, and you don't have to really think about it. It's like common sense. But other things you have to really like study and know what it is that you're talking about, at least if you're going to have an open discussion and a conversation on a podcast about it, right? So yeah, but with this portal, I would definitely say to kind of like just eat clean, get your rest, drink your water, eat some fruit, try to stay away from cheese, try not to eat so much dairy. If you're on your mints, I would say to probably drink a lot of water, even more water. Some tea. Try to stay away from coffee. Try not to drink so much coffee at a time like this, and more tea. But overall, I would say something about that. When you set your intentions, sorry. When you do set your intentions, I would say try to do it on an empty stomach. Try to set your intentions on an empty stomach when you do it. If you eat anything, let it be like a piece of fruit or something. Try not to eat nothing too heavy. Also, make sure wherever it is that you are, if you are around people, they too have to be vibrating on a particular level. So it's all about energy, having good energy, having high energy. If you need to fast before you manifest, like if you have been arguing with somebody, or if you have been smoking or drinking, or like under the influence of any substances, try to like at least let it be a few hours before. I would say at least 12 at the minimum. But if you are operating at a certain level, I would say about 4 to 6, maybe even 3 if you're that good, you know, but that would vary person to person. But yeah, we're in a new portal right now, so just try to be careful of the things you say, the things you think about, the places you go. And when I say the places you go, I mean the people that you know you're around right now, you know, because of the portal is open, and we're going to be going into it's a 12-year cycle coming up. That's the big deal. Whatever it is you're doing right now, manifesting, is going to lock you in for at least 12 years. So try to just, you know, stay positive. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday, eating something healthy, getting some rest. I hope you guys are going to be enjoying your week. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Peace.